come to pass. You know the good thing about it, in the present, at least it gives you hope, gives you encouragement, takes your mind from the negative, fixes it on the positive, that on possibilities. That's it. That's good on its own, isn't it? It gives you joy instead of you being weighed down by sadness. It gives you courage instead of discouragement. So, but candidly, dreams do come to pass. So let me ask you once again, how are you responding right now to whatever crisis or challenges or trial or temptation that you are going through? Create a new reality. Dream. I encourage you today to dream. I'll tell you one thing that a dream will do for you, because it did for me. A dream will alter your sense of identity. In other words, a dream will redefine who you are. See, Joseph's brothers treated him the way they did because he was the 11th son in the family. And given the kind of a society that they had in those days, that made 10 brothers superior to him. Very difficult for you not to have low self-esteem in a situation like that. And especially when all 10 of them don't like you and speak harsh words to you every day. Good. So in his family, Joseph was 11th son. When Joseph got this new dream, his sense of identity, who he was redefined. Because of the dream, he was no longer the 11th son. He was prime minister. That is what I'm talking about. They may have called you poor boy, poor man. Okay? I don't know what title they gave you at work. I don't know what they called you in your neighborhood. I don't even know what neighborhood you live in. But I know one thing, that once you dare to have that new vision, that new dream, who you are in that dream becomes your new identity. Wow. That's it. A dream redefines your identity. You can be a clerk right now, and in your dream, you'll be CEO. You'll be engineer. You know, I had a dream when I was in school, and on my notebooks, I wrote, millionaire in training. That will tell you what my identity had become on the inside then. I was a student like my classmates. We all sat in the same class, but we were not all in the same place. Our status was no longer the same. Same with Joseph. He was there in his father's house. He was there with his brothers, 11th son, small boy. That's how they saw him. That was not how he saw himself. His status had been redefined. I challenge you today, everyone, to have a dream. Use your imagination to your advantage. It's a gift that God gave you. Don't waste it, and don't let it be turned against you. One of the easy ways for our imagination to become a liability is for us not to be conscious of the fact that our current circumstances are entering our imagination. I mean, just think about the house that you live in right now, the room that you sleep in, That room is the first thing that you see when you wake up in the morning. It's the last thing that you see before you go to bed in the night. It's having tremendous influence on your mind. You need to introduce something else into your mind. You need to redefine your status and your location. Quite a number of years ago, I think that's about 14 years now, my wife Nika and I, took a plain sheet of paper and drew or sketched the plan of a house. And we stuck it on the wall in our bedroom. It was there for a while. But like they say, to cut a long story short, that's the house we live in now. It became a reality. We were tenants when we drew that house. But by doing it and by capturing a dream of our house, we changed our identity on the inside. We became landlords. We became house owners when we drew that house and stuck it on the wall. And then there was a magazine. Oh no, a brochure. It was a car brochure. And lovely car it was, but it was parked in front of a house. So it was a house really that we wanted. We cut it out and stuck it on the wall in our bedroom. In fact, you know the beautiful thing about that? I said, it's the house we want. But that car, I don't mind it. Fine Toyota Camry car. So we said, why don't we go for both? Why don't we believe for both? You know what? We got both. I rode that car, bought it brand new and drove it for a number of years. It just works. From the moment a dream enters your heart, it redefines your status. It gives you a new identity. For you to do something you've never done before, to have something you've never had before, you need to become someone you have never been